You're here because you want to watch more Fast and Furious stuff. And we have a really good lineup today, from two movies, Too Fast and Too Furious and The Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift. I'm going to show you 11 castings, 8 from the premium line from Hot Wheels and 3 from the basic Fast and Furious line. Those were last year, but this year that line will be like the part of the silver, but yeah, last year was not silver, so you get it, right? At the end I will have a question for you because I'm completely lost with one of those castings. And I'm also going to show you how the display is going. So, without further ado, today in JR Collectibles we have a Fast and Furious unboxing / showcase / display. Just like in the previous video, I'm going to show you the cars according to the order of appearance in the movies. We of course are going to start with Too Fast, Too Furious, and this one is the Mazda RX-7 FD. This one appears in the first scene of the movie, in the first race. There's also another beautiful pink car there by the side, but I don't have it yet, so we are going to talk about this one. The driver of this car and this car have little time in the movie. This is driven by Orange Julius, and the casting is it's clean. It's really nice. It has all the livery. It seems to be inspired in the digital world. And when you see it up close, the movie was released in 2003, so it makes sense. Like you have all these numbers and kind of honeycombs there in the design, with some kind of fire, but the pixelate fire, which is a nice touch. And something I realized, probably you will not be able to see it in the camera. It's that I realized only when I was getting ready for this video, is that it has the name of the driver here, Orange Julius. Also kind of in digital characters, and it also has it in the size, like here. So it's a really nice car. We have talked about this casting before. You also have details in the back. You have the lights, you have also the license plate, you have the sponsors, the sparkle. It's a really beautifully detailed. As I was saying, we were talking about this casting before. In fact, in the previous video I showed you 2 times this casting, so it's not a new casting. This one was released in the Fast Tuners collection in 2020, and it's the only time that it has been released with this livery in any type of line, either basic or premium. So this Orange Julius RX-7 so far is just one and only. I don't think that this car needs an introduction, but anyway, it is the Nissan Skyline GTR BNR 34. I opened this one before, as you can see. It's not an unboxing, because it was the first collection I ever released in the premium, the fast import. So this collection I opened it a long time ago. This was the first, you can say that it was the first ever casting release in the Fast and Furious premium line, because it's the #1 of the first collection released in 2019. This is the Skyline that you know, of course, Brian drives in the Too Fast, Too Furious. All the details are on point. You can see the headlights painted, the blue racing stripes, also the sponsors by the side. The wheels are amazing. These side stickers, these side decals are also amazing in the back. Of course, you will miss the blue halogens below, but Hot Wheels cannot do that, at least not at this point, and not with this price range. This casting was not new. The first time that it was released was in 2010, and the livery, the famous Skyline livery from Too Fast, Too Furious, was used 3 times before, and if I remember correctly, the years is 2014, 2015, and 2017, I think. But this was the first time that it was released with the premium treatment, like, you know, metal base, rubber tires. The casting is really amazing. A little Easter egg in the back. I will try to focus the nameplate, because it says 2F03, which is a reference to Too Fast, Too Furious, and 03, that it was 2003, the time when the movie was released. The beautiful Brian Skyline. And now we move from the imports to the American muscle. This is the 1969 Chevy Camaro, and the livery is based on the Yenko that appears in Too Fast and Too Furious. And yeah, as I was saying, it's based on the livery, because the Genko Camaro actually it's a different one. The Hot Wheels, this is the only casting that I assume Hot Wheels has in the 69 Camaro. That's why they're using it with the Genko's livery. But the Genko, of course, doesn't have the higher rank tires in the back. The wheels should be on the same size. And the other difference is that in the front, this Camaro has the hidden headlights, like behind some bars, and the Genko Camaro doesn't have it. They have exposed headlights, so that's why it's different. If that doesn't bother you, this release is it's really nice. The baby blue paint looks amazing, and with all the details from the Genko Camaro from the movie, with all the racing stripes, the Genko here in the back, also the details, the painted details, decals in the back, it looks really, really nice. The casting was, in this version, this livery was used, I think, in 2005 in basics, in a 5-pack. I'm not entirely sure, but this one was released on 2023 in the Mix 2 of Premium. And we are going to close the 2Furious line with another muscle car. This is the 70 Dodge Challenger HEMI Challenger. Just like with the Genko, this is just based or using the livery from the movie, because this is a HEMI Challenger and the one in the movie is an RT Challenger, which is a bit different. This car is a little bit closer to the ground. As you can see, you have some lower stance from the car, and the other difference is that in the movie the roof is black. So I'm assuming that also Hot Wheels is using this one because it's the closest that they have to the car that appeared in the movie. But hey, Hot Wheels, at least we should paint it in black, right? I think to make it more closer to the car. This one, the casting was old. It was used, I think that first release was in 2006, if I'm not wrong, and this version was released last year in 2023. It has been the only time that Hot Wheels has used this livery in the Challenger, and it's really nice. It has the basic treatment. This one is not premium. It's really, really nice. We are going to enter to the drifting wall with one of those secret cars that nobody saw in the movie, but that Hot Wheels decided to release. And man, that is not a complaint, because this is a beautiful, beautiful car that Hot Wheels released. I'm thankful that they decided to release this one. Let me just open it for you. As I was saying, this is a beautiful casting. If you don't know where was in the movie, this appeared for a few seconds in the first parking gathering when Sean arrives with Twinkie to the first parking lot when there are all the cars. You will see it for a couple of seconds there. It's a really beautiful release. It's a first edition Mix 2 from 2024, if I'm not wrong. It's a silver release. Let me try to put it on focus here in the front. You have a really beautiful decals in the front from the headlights and the Falcon sponsor. The Falcon sponsor is also in the sides. In the back you also have all the decals and the Toyota logo. It's a really sober and beautiful release. Right-hand drive like all the Japanese cars. It's a really, really beautiful car. As we were saying, like a lot of people gets angry when Hot Wheels does these secret releases. And for me, like, it's not ideal when they choose one car that has been released before, but when they do something like this, that is a completely new casting, then I'm 100% in. If you see some resemblance to the Lexus, it's because the Toyota Soarer and the Lexus SC are the same car basically. And there was a release of a Lexus SC from Hot Wheels in Basics. I don't remember the year. I will put it somewhere in the screen during the post-production. There was a release before, but this premium treatment of the Toyota Soarer, it's just beautiful. Hot Wheels, 10 out of 10. This is a really, really beautiful and welcome addition to the collection. In 2023, last year, the Fast and Furious Basic line released 30 cars, 10 in 3 different mixes, 3 different mixes with 10 each, so 30 different cars. And this one was one of the new casting. This is Nila's Mazda RX8. Let me open it for you. Of course, this one is a little bit lighter because this doesn't have the metal chassis. This is just the basic line, but it's full of detail. You have the decals in the front, you have all the details from the painting job, you have the I'm not sure how to say it in English, but I think that the grading or how you say that when you have this type of grading color, well, whatever. This is exactly like it is in the movie. You have all the details in the back, also with the badges of Mazda and the RX8 by the side. It's a really beautiful and detailed car. It's a first edition, completely new car, and the livery and the car were used once again this year in 2024 in the Women of Fast collection. This is Nila's RX8. Guys, Sean didn't, but we are taking care of Mona. Also, this one I already opened it before. This is the beautiful Silvia S15, Nissan Silvia S15 from the Tokyo Drift. I love this car. When I saw it the first time in the movie in 2003, I thought that it was one of the most beautiful cars I have ever seen. Some of you will say like, really, that one? Well, I was young, and this car made a really big impression. In the decals department, you see all the details of the headlights and the Silvia badge in the front. In the back, you as well have the Silvia logos and the taillights. Also, you have a separate piece for a plastic spoiler. By the sides, you have raised the sponsor. All the paint job in orange and blue is really beautiful. Something that we are missing are the sponsors in the hood. In the movie, you have a bunch of sponsors here. I'm assuming that Hot Wheels didn't add them because they have licensing issues. But I still like a lot the casting. I think that for me it's even better without all these sponsors in the front. Talking about the casting was released for the first time in 2018 in the Replica Entertainment line. I think that it was a 3 for a Fast and Furious. I'm not sure in which collection, but it was definitely in Replica Entertainment. 1 year after, they released this one together with the first collection with the Skyline that we just saw, the Brian Skyline. The casting has been released, or the livery has been released 2 more times in premium, if I'm correct, and one of those was this year, 2024. I think that it was the mix one that it was released again, and it has already a couple of basic treatments with this livery Fast and Furious from last year, from 2023. Guys, this one was long overdue. The Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution 9 that Sean drives. Let me open it. This one was released for the first time last year, 2023, long overdue, as I was saying, developed exclusively for the Fast and Furious line. This is one and only, like the livery. The casting was used again in 2024 with the mystery models, but this livery has been used only one. The details are on point. In front, you have all the decals, really nice. In the sides, you have the graphics like in the movie, and also in the back you have all the decals and this beautiful wing integrated to the casting. Something that I love, something that I have to mention as well, is the spoilers like near to the ground. This spoiler, the black spoiler that you see here, it's integrated with the chassis, plastic wheels, like the basic release it is. But something that I like a lot is same size wheels, because probably if you are an old collector like me, you will know that Hot Wheels tends to exaggerate a bit. Usually the back wheels are a bit bigger, but lately I'm seeing a trend that the more realistic cars that they are releasing, or when they want to appeal to a more realistic car audience, if I can call it like that, they do it close to scale. They do same size wheels, and for me the car looks a lot better like that, like this, with the same size wheels. But I would love to hear your opinion. So this was the Evo from Sean. This is a familiar face. If you have seen other videos from the channel, you will probably have seen this one. We unboxed it together with the J collection for comparison. I share a lot of more details in the description there, so I don't want to repeat that much at this moment. It's the first time that this livery was used. It's also one of those secret releases or secret car releases from Hot Wheels. The car, if you are looking for it in the movie, will appear for a few seconds when Sean is racing Morimoto in the parking lot, and also it's the car that Han is asking DK to waiver If you remember, he's asking like, when are you going to let me race you for that AE86 of yours or something like that. And I assume that as well is the car that they wavered during the race of Morimoto versus Sean, and these probably are the keys that DK throws to Han after Sean wins. The casting is not new. This livery, I was saying, is new, but the casting is not new. It has been released several times in premium and basic, and I assume that the most famous release in premium is of course the one with the initial D livery, and if you want to get that one, then you will probably have to sell a kidney to get it. We're getting to the end of the movie, guys, and this one is one of those hidden cars as well. This is the Mercedes-Benz 500 SEL, but I have to tell you guys, this is a really important car for the plot of the movie, and this is probably the most important car in the movie for like 3 seconds. Let me open it for you. Why is this car so important? Well, because this is the car that hits the Hans RX-7 bell side when he's upside down and allegedly kills him. And I say allegedly, this is what they made us believe during the good part of 15 years, because then Han comes that he was pretending to be dead. But yeah, this is the car that theoretically Sean used to kill him. It's a completely new release from 2024. You see all the details, super beautiful, really elegant, really sober, with the headlights, the grille. The wheels are also, I think that they choose a really good wheels for this casting. In the back you also have the logos of Mercedes and the 500 SEL badge and the tail lights. The car is really beautiful. I agree. Hot Wheels should be giving priority to probably more important castings, but as I said before, when Hot Wheels release something like this as a first edition, I don't mind at all, because this one together with the 500E and the 560 SEC AMG are some of the most beautiful Mercedes that I have seen in 1/64 scale, like in this range of prices. And then guys, to close, we come to this one, and here is the question for you, because it says here in the back that this is part of the Tokyo Drift movie. And I went back to the movie, guys. I saw it piece by piece. I even paused frame by frame when they were seen with several cars, trying to look for this one, and I just couldn't find it. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm really bad at looking, or there's an extended version of the movie that I don't know of. But I really don't know how to place this one in the timeline. That's what I'm showing it here at the end. Well, regardless, the details are beautiful. You can see with this silver livery, blackout wheels. This is the Carrera RS 3.8, and it is a non-turbo version of the 964 generation of the 911. You will see it because it has a little bit of a wider body and also the different type of wing here. For me, guys, it's a first edition. It's a really beautiful release. I don't think that you need to be a Fast and Furious fan to like this car. If you like to collect 1/64 scale cars, you should have this Porsche, because it's really beautiful. Okay guys, so this is how we left the display in the last video, you remember, and what I decided to do is some probably of the most, let's say, discussable selections. I decided to move the tuned cars, the Charger and the Supra, out of there, because I realized that I have a bunch of tuned cars from, like, not precisely from Fast and Furious, but from the basic mainline collection. So I think that I will put a display of the tuned cars separately. So I will take out those two, so I will have 2 more spaces. Then probably I will move the Acura Integra to the top, and then I will have more space down for the others that I just opened from Too Fast and Too Furious and Tokyo Drift. Let's do that. Okay guys, so this is how it's going so far. You can see that I already have the line in the top full of normal Fast and Furious models. Then the first 3 are the Fast and the Furious, and then we start here with this Mazda from Julius with the 2 Fast 2 Furious, and here with the Soarer for the Tokyo Drift. And we go and we already have full second line and also a third line, let's say halfway there. I can only put 9 cars on each, which makes me think again that all the cars are not going to fit, because we are only in the 3rd movie and we have another 7 movies, actually 8 movies to go if you count also Hobbs and Shaw. So I already trying to think maybe I will put some other shelves there, but this one I will have to make them myself. The other option is to use these PVC boxes, you know, like I'm going to put some line with PVC boxes below with cars, and then on top of the PVC boxes others, so then I will have probably enough space. Yeah, but I still have some time to think about it, but this is how it's going so far. Then let's go to the closure of the video. Well guys, we're reaching the end of the video. 11 castings from 2 movies as promised. But now I also want to add something extra to this series. I want to share with you my wish list of castings from Fast and Furious. These could be castings that they're already released by Hot Wheels but I don't have yet, or castings that have never been produced by Hot Wheels and me, and I'm sure a lot of you, are eagerly waiting for. I didn't do it the last video, so I want to start with the previous movie, that is The Fast and the Furious. From existing cars, Vince Maxima. It's over here. This one has been released, I think, that a couple of times. I don't know if 1 or 2, or probably just 1 last year. I haven't get it. I hope that I can get one of those soon. It seems really cool. It's not an amazing car, like the real car. A lot of people doesn't understand why it was included a Maxima in the movie. But for castings and for collectors, this thing is awesome, and it will complete the whole theme of the first movie with all the tuning cars, with all these extravagant stickers or decals in the doors, right? But from non-existing cars, there's only one that I'm missing. Hot Wheels, where are the black Civics? I mean, seriously? It's the first car that we ever see in the franchise, and you already have a casting. You have a Civic that you actually released in black last year, so make a few tweaks, make it the same version as in the movie, and please release it in the premium line. 2 Fast 2 Furious. I mentioned the pink Honda S2000 from Suzuki, that's one in premium, and there was a basic release of Brian's Evo 7. So these 2 are existing and these ones are missing. And from non-existence, there's one car that a lot of people say that is the worst or ugliest car in the whole franchise. I'm talking about Don Media and Nolan. And well, I don't think that is the best car, but I also don't think that is the ugliest. I think that there were other uglier releases. But yeah, I'm talking about the Eclipse Spider from Tyrese. This one, it's missing for some reason. Hot Wheels also has a casting that could use as a base and release this one in premium. And when you are working at Hot Wheels, maybe you can also give the premium treatment to the Evo 7. And then I'm going to give you $1 million idea. Then you have the premium treatment for the Evo 7, you have a premium treatment for the Eclipse, you release these 2 as a 2-pack in premium from Fast and Furious, and then you go and take the 70 Challenger RT and the Chevy Camaro, you work on them, you make the movie versions, and then you have a second 2-pack. So 2 packs in premium line from 2 Fast and 2 Furious, bam, money. One can dream, right? And now the last one, Tokyo Drift. I'm missing all the Americans from the existing releases. I'm missing the Mustang, I'm missing the Monte Carlo, and I'm missing the Roadrunner that Dom drives at the end of the movie. There was also a release of the 350C version in basic from DK, but that one, just like the Genko and the Challenger, is not movie accurate, and Hot Wheels is fixing that mistake, and this year 2024, in the next upcoming Fast and Furious Silver Mix, is releasing a Nissan 350Z Custom, and that is more accurate movie version, so I'm waiting for that one. Now, in the non-existing department, I have 3. The first one is at the beginning of the movie. I'm missing the Viper, the red Viper. It was a really nice one. I think that it was a Gen 3 Viper, so this one is one of them. Second one that I'm missing is one that appears also at the end with the Roadrunner, is the car that Sean is driving. I think that it's an S15 are spec, so this one it also could be a really nice release in premium because it has a bunch of decals that will make it look amazing. But all of this can wait because there's one that all of us are waiting for, and that is the Hans RX-7 Bell side treatment. This car is amazing. I think that all of us are waiting for it. Hot Wheels has not worked on it. It's long overdue, but I believe that the issue is the Bell side licensing. Probably Hot Wheels doesn't have a good deal with them. And other news, I think I posted somewhere in Instagram, Mini GT is already working with Bell side, so probably we are going to get this in 1/64 scale from Mini GT before Hot Wheels does. Still, it's a really good one. Hot Wheels, work on it. Well guys, that was my wishlist. Tell me, what do you think? Which one is your favorite casting? Let me know about all of your thoughts in the comments down below. And now, as we are finally reaching the end of the video, as usual, if you are enjoying this, I will ask you to please give a like, push the like button, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content like this, then push also the notification bell so you are informed when we are releasing a new video. And also come and join us next week, because we will continue with the 4th movie from Fast and Furious that is called just Fast and Furious. My name is JR, thanks for being here and see you next time. Adios.